Hello and welcome to the channel. For anyone that is new, it is AvidExpert here, and I'm going to be making a video on the recent Dishonored 2 Daring Escapes trailer. The Daring Escapes trailer was also shown in the original Dishonored game and was a showcase for the supernatural abilities of the protagonist. This one is going to be showing the differences between Emily and Carvo, which you will be able to play the game as both. So let's get right into it.
Come on, sisters! She doesn't stand a chance!
So the first thing to note is that playing as Carvo or playing as Emily will give you different skill sets within the game and a different experience overall, as well as NPC's dialogue will also reflect which character you are playing.
I won't let her escape!
The first skill is Shadow Walk, which as it says allows you to assume a stealthier form. However, to elaborate on that ability, it makes your footsteps silent for a start and creeps you down to the floor, which makes you harder to detect overall, which means you can use this to sneak past enemies that are facing away, and you can actually move much faster than is shown here. You can also use it to grab enemies and instantly kill them, which is awesome. And it can also interestingly be used to go through vents, which is going to change the way you can progress through the environment using the ability itself, as well as you can upgrade it to allow Emily to use it to latch and hide onto walls, making it perfect for a stealthy playthrough.
Enjoy your very last minutes!
Doppelganger is another one of the abilities that Emily has, which allows her to summon a decoy that is a mirror of herself, and basically this doppelganger will flee from you and it will flee from enemies, triggering all the security systems, and it will attempt to draw all the attention away from you. And the other thing is that if your doppelganger is killed by the enemies, they will actually believe you have been killed and they will return to the most relaxed state possible in the game. So this skill is useful for making escapes, initiations, as well as distraction tactics. I can see this being useful overall. Dark Vision is returning, but it's quite a different skill from the previous game. Now it sends out multiple pulses which are seconds apart, and these pulses basically allow you to see where the enemies are facing, and it gives you a cone of their line of sight exactly. It also allows you to see through walls in an X-ray style, and this is a very useful stealth skill, as you can see. But another thing is that you can actually see the noise you are creating, so you can use that visual feedback to plan around the environment and know how to tackle the enemies. There are also two upgrades for Dark Vision. Greater Dark Vision allows you to highlight objects and security systems through the walls, and Premonition allows you to visualize enemy routes and their current destination. Mesmerize is a useful ability as it opens up a tear to the void, it looks like, which allows you to distract the enemies by showing them some sort of illusion which seems to enthrall them. The ability does have a few catches to it, however. It can only actually catch up to 2 humans or hounds at the start, but anybody who is allied to any of the individuals that are being enthralled will suspect that you are a hostile presence if they notice strange behavior from their friends. It can be used both in and out of combat. If you use it out of combat, it will draw away the attention from your infiltration, but if you use it in combat, you can use it to basically stun the enemies and make them easier to take out for a few seconds. There are 3 upgrades to the Mesmerize skill tree. There's Mesmerize 3 and 4, which upgrades the amount of targets you can catch by obviously up to 3 or 4 respectively, and there's a lasting Mesmerize, which increases the duration of the effect overall.
This seems interesting.
Such beauty.
It's a piece of the night black void.
Wake up, sisters. We're not done with you yet.
Fire Reach is an ability that allows Emily to quickly traverse the environment, but there are a few key differences from Carvo's teleport. First off, you actually have to have an area that's physically grabbable to pull Emily towards it, and it also means that because she travels there and not teleports there, enemies can still be alerted to your position. There are a few upgrades for it. You have pull objects, which is pretty self-explanatory. The only thing that might not be apparent here is that you can pull bodies as well. Decelerate, time is slowed when using Fire Reach while falling, and pull enemies, which is different from pull objects, allows you to pull enemies in order to kill or incapacitate them in midair, but this is a very loud action and therefore it will alert everybody nearby.
Don't have time for games. Where is she? Karnaka, my Karnaka. Brothers and sisters of my blood. And all the little people who make history.
Transposition is a skill that actually allows you to switch places with your doppelganger for swift executions, escapes, or initiations.
This is the Duke, but you must all know my voice.
Also looks like you'll be able to summon your doppelganger on top of an enemy or transport them there to get an instant kill. One could use this in a tactical way as well to divert the attention to the doppelganger while getting a kill and using it to stealthily infiltrate and explore a location.
What? Holy shit! They want war, we'll give it to them. No matter how many of you I have to sacrifice. Draconis will fight for the island to the bitter end.
Domino is an interesting skill because it allows you to link multiple opponents up to each other, and then you can use the effects on one to link them to the other target. So for example, you could incapacitate a group of targets using sleep darts, or you could go and execute one and kill all of them. The other interesting thing to note about Domino is you can even link it to your own doppelganger and use it to initiate an attack on the targets as well. The only upgrade for Domino is to increase the link up to 3 and 4 enemies respectively.
What?
You're surrounded!
Fans of the original game will feel right at home with the bend time ability, which stops time for a very short duration. However, something to note here is that Corvo has basically gained the ability to stop time when he is in the middle of a blink load up, just like Dowd from the original game, which is quite interesting.
Oh, there's someone beneath my skin.
Possession is an interesting ability as it allows you to assume control of a living host, but you actually merge with the host as well. So it's not like you leave your mind behind and your body is vulnerable. You are actually inside the host merged completely. And at the start of the game, this ability actually only works on animals, and you can upgrade it further for 3 different things. Corpse possession is pretty self-explanatory and allows you to occupy a recently deceased host. Chain host allows you to transition between possessing hosts on the row, so you can use this to extend the length of possession and the amount of people you're possessing in one go. Lasting possession allows you to extend the possession duration, and human possession allows the control of a human host finally.
I might not let you leave. I know where you are, coward! I won't let him escape.
My Karnaka, brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this great city trust me more. This is the Duke, but you must all know. If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have to
What? No way!
Draconis will fight for the island.
Hey, something wrong?
I don't feel so well.
There is now a wall of light power that allows you to reverse the polarity of traps and electrified objects, which can be used in tandem with other skills to gain some brutal kills.
Impossible!
Come back here!
If any of my recent fanbase is actually wondering why my activity has been a little sparse lately, I've been quite sick and stressed with the entire demonetization thing, which has now luckily been fixed. I've just been kind of busy lately, so I will be regularly uploading again. I hope that I can get uploads every day or two. I've got a lot of interesting things to cover, and just let me know if you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll meet you in the comments below to see what you have to say about this game, if you're looking forward to the new skills, and how some of these skills are going to affect the storyline, as I definitely want to make a Dishonored 2 theory video. For now, anyway, have a beautiful day and peace.